Meow. Meow. This is Red the Bear Man. I use this to scare tourists when I go in the bush. I'm in Manitou Springs. Welcome to CadillacOwners.com. I'm trying to get some good sound on here. The meter's peaked at +6 with the loud truck. So, okay, here we go. I made some improvements on this 1990 Cadillac. This is a 273 with the electronics on it, the first smart engine, and it's written in C code. And I was trying to figure out what is written in the chip. So this guy at a bar at the Ancient Mariner actually told me how to write the C code into the chip. So here we go. Okay, well, I got a banana. Got to gross out people that like to get grossed out. So this brain box, the chip, it's a Motorola chip written in C code. So there you have it. Oh, look, a Barracuda. Okay, the 273 was in the 65 Plymouth Barracuda, similar to this. This one's a little bit more souped up, a lot more souped up. I did some part-time work for GM. Small enhancement on the brain box. Toyota adapted it in 1994. GM adapted it in 1993. So again, I mentioned autism. If I were to retire with the, I have an increased onset of autism and Parkinson's. If I were to retire next week, I would get $20,000 a year. Not bad. $20,000 a year, but my health insurance is $9,800 standing, so that's a nice chop. I thought everybody had to pay $741 a month. That includes the $6,500 deductible. So again, it's about encouragement. I'm grateful to GM. I'm also grateful to Chrysler Corporation for giving me the software to enable to embed the coding into the chip. I have all the peripherals and purchases and all that stuff. About $6,000 worth. I just have to learn how to do a better job. The chip is holding part of a ROM. The car runs, but it doesn't run very good. It's a work in progress. So here I am. You know, try not to act proud, but just say let's encourage each other. And there's some other people that are partially autistic that can build hot rods, and I'm just saying that one of the improvements I did was made a better method of the fuel pressure regulator to make it a easier job. And I am very active in CadillacOwners.com and GM, and I'm also more known as the mad scientist engineer. I had my own lab, and I worked with American Research and Engineering, which was a sub company of K40, Capsonic, and Gabriel in Elgin, Illinois. ARE was a firm that did some engineering for General Motors. Ford was in Hampshire, and then, Chrysler and Plymouth is in Belvidere, Illinois. So I want to give Cliff Notes because, like I say, then at age 63, I'll get the full retirement, $23,000, then, with more medical tests, etc., health insurance and all that will be about $12,000 a year. That's about average. And that's just living in America. So again, I didn't do much for GM, but the fact that they have the all the brain boxes from 1993, and then in Toyota, that's an older one, 1994 on up, kind of makes it interesting. So yeah, the Parkinson's has gotten worse, the autism has gotten worse, but here I am, almost 60 years old, in Manitou Springs and Peyton, Colorado. And I get to use a cat costume. I do have a full bear costume, and I like to go beyond the bush and scare the crap out of people because I have not grown up yet. I have not grown up yet. So there I'm supposed to be, act like an engineer and having Motorola as my biggest vendor. Lenny Kramer was on board. Well, his team was on board, and I would just ramble about this and that, but I did some cool designs. I designed a radar system that's in a lot of Lamborghinis and a lot of sports cars in there. I did see a Lamborghini here in Manitou Springs. I got out and looked, and there was my K40 design, and it blew me away. Okay, so we got Cliff Notes, encouragement, autism. I mentioned Parkinson's. I take heavy-duty meds for that, and I'm kind of shaky when I hold this camera. I did fall when I was trying to empty the litter box, but there you have it. Oh, another Cliff Note is that years ago when my mom was sick, I actually paid her additional health insurance. It was a Mutual of Omaha Easy Care plan, under $100 a month for 9 months to help take care of my mom. So I was just limited with travel. I was limited with what normal people can do, like with traveling and stuff. So here we got 5 minutes on this video. But again, this is about encouragement, because people that are autistic can make it in this world. And I want to thank GM and Toyota for using my enhancement. I guess there's a lot of gratitude here, some hope. Also, I wrote the player for KFUI or a Panbara Radio. I wrote the flash. Don't ask how I did it. I also created an app on Facebook. So if you go on Facebook, and then Facebook sent me an email asking me to be one of their developers. So I've been an Apple developer for 9.5 months. They pay for my education. They paid for one class. And Apple, yeah, blows me away. So now I got about 6 minutes. So I just wanted to get clarified, because somebody saw the earlier video and asked me to remake it because it did not make sense. Well, guess what? People with Asperger's talk a lot and they don't always make sense. But it makes sense to Motorola. It makes sense to Apple, and of course General Motors and Toyota. This is Ray the Barbarian. Thank you for listening. Bye. How do you turn this thing off? I should know this. I'm a developer. How do you turn this off? Oh, there it is.